Hey students, this is Mr. Boudreaux. I know it's been a while since you've done an LEQ, so I was just going to walk through real quick the process one more time. So, first, just kind of using your old language, you're going to start off your intro statement with a hook. That hook, I know in English can be several things, but in our purposes, I would like that to be the context. And now remember, context is the broader historical events surrounding what you're talking about. So, context can be very simple. My recommendation is literally to say, this event is contextualized by blank. Now, in that blank, all you have to do is put in a big ism or an overarching process. That's really what we're looking for there. Next up, you need to bridge your context to the thesis. You can't just say that it's a context. You have to explain it. So you're going to, in the bridge, explain the context. So explain what it is, and then explain how it links to the topic of your prompt or to the thesis that you're about to give. Now that should be enough to get you the context point. As long as you tell me what the context is, you then explain the context and how it links to the topic. So you're looking for roughly 3 sentences. You can do it in 2. Don't ever try to do that in 1. Try to get the context to be at least 2. That way you don't under-explain. Next up for your thesis, you need 3 parts to make a really strong thesis, and once you've done this, you've essentially written your paper. All you need to do is flesh out the rest. Let me explain. Your thesis requires 2 parts from College Board. That's going to be the what and the why. So your thesis point comes from a historically defensible argument. So that's what your answer to the question, your argument that you're trying to form. Now remember, your argument needs to be directly responding to the prompt. So if it asks you to evaluate, you need to use a word that evaluates. So it ranks it, it tells it whether it's good or bad. If it asks you to compare or contrast, you need to do both. So your argument should be the comparison itself. Finally, you're going to go to a because. You can't just say your argument. You need to explain it. So you're going to give your what and then a because. That's your action word. And then you're going to go to why. So your why is your line of reasoning. What you're trying to do with that line of reasoning is explain why your argument makes sense. This needs to come with some degree of specificity. It cannot just be a vague statement. You need to explain exactly what your argument is about. Finally, you're going to drop a period after your why. Then you're going to explain your how. Your how is another sentence that basically gives me your 3 topics. This is how you're going to outline your paper, because from these 3 topics, you're going to split your 3 different paragraphs. So let me give you an explanation. For your first topic, you're going to then go into paragraph 1. Paragraph 1, all you need to do is to state your topic again, and then you're going to give me evidence to support it. Following that evidence, you need to connect it back to your thesis. If you do not explain how your evidence links to your thesis, it won't work. So remember, you need to explain what you're thinking. That's all you're going to do for the other 2 paragraphs as well. That's your 3 topics you used in the how. So paragraph 1, topic 1. Paragraph 2, topic 2. And paragraph 3, topic 3. That's kind of a brief summation of how to do your LEQ. Remember, start off with a context, link it to your thesis, and then use your thesis to create the 3 paragraphs. All right, guys, have a great day.